We are back here at Arenco Bowman in Chino, California, and I have with me the Elite Exalt 35. This is Elite's flagship aluminum hunting bow for 2025. I've got it set up with all the accessories that I like for hunting season, which is approaching. We're gonna put it through a field test, shoot some targets. I'm gonna let you know my thoughts. Feel free to like, subscribe, and ask in the comments any questions you may have. Let's get going. All right, so we're at the first target here. It looks like it's a 40-yard mountain lion. Before we get shooting, let me go over some of the accessories I have mounted on the bow. So I'm running the Black Gold Ascent Verdict single pin movable sight. I've had this thing forever, huge fan of it. It's lightweight, it's a no frills design. Everything you need is in this sight. There's a lot of sights out there, a lot of choices out there, but this is just one that's been kind of my go-to. I'm running Ramrod's front and rear stabilizers, along with all their mounting hardware from Ramrods as well. I have the Tight Spot 5-arrow quiver. Now this is their two-piece, so you got the nice integrated mounting option on this bow, which it mounts to very seamlessly, which is nice. I'm running the Hamskea Epsilon drop-away rest. I've had this for a few years now as well. Really like it, no complaints. It's been a great rest. I think that pretty much sums it up. Shooting Victory VAP TKO arrows. Running tack vanes. These arrows have been through the ringer as well. They've been with me for over a year and they're still flying straight. So let's get to shooting this 40-yard mountain lion. Now I'm still dialing in this sight tape a bit, so it might be a little off, but I believe it is definitely close today. First shot of the day. Let's get another one down there. Now I am shooting a 29-inch draw at 70 pounds. So right off the bat, one of the things I really liked about this bow when I first started shooting it was just how comfortable it is on the draw. The 35 axle to axle makes this thing draw so smooth, and I really like a smooth drawing bow. It just makes you want to shoot more. It just makes you that much more confident when you get in the field. So kudos to Elite for making a smooth draw cycle. Let's get going on to the next target. Now, having mentioned that I like the fact that this is a super smooth bow, a lot of that is because of the 35-inch axle to axle. It can also be a little bit of a drawback when you're in tight spaces. Even fitting this thing into some bow bags, like even the bow bag that I've had for a while, it really kind of barely fits in there, right? So it still fits, but you really got to get the zipper to cooperate with you. And I don't know, just one of those, first world problems when it comes to selecting a bow. All right, we got the second target here. Looks like it is a javelina at 35 yards. And it is quite windy, as it usually is in the afternoons at Arenco. All right, now let's put one in the top. Yeah, the cams on this bow are super smooth. When you get into your wall really nicely, it's not abrupt. It just makes for a really pleasant shot process. All right, not my best work on this target. I'm gonna take a couple yards on my shot off on the next one. First shot wasn't bad, right outside the circle. But yeah, second one was definitely high, and it is windy today. So hopefully you guys are still getting a good look at the bow, because that's the main focus today, not my accuracy. And I'll just say that once in a while, anytime I'm not shooting very good. It works. All right, for the third target today, we got a 60-yard black bear. So I'm gonna shoot this one for 57 yards because my sight tape's a little off. But back to the bow. Elite has a really nice system to be able to tune their bows with the set technology system that they call it. So you don't need a bow press, which is amazing. Every manufacturer for the most part nowadays is doing that. So they've all kind of jumped on board and on that train of not needing a bow press to adjust your bow, which is great because you can do it in the field that way. When you're out on a hunt, take it back to camp, or if you got some tools with you, do your adjustments right there. 60-yard black bear. Windy day. Let's put another one downrange here. Nice thing about this bow is you can get used to the draw cycle really fast because it is so comfortable. It doesn't do anything jerky or weird. It really is just super smooth. This looks a little better as far as the height goes. Windy day. We're out here shooting, what's not to love? So as we're coming into the final target here for the day, I will mention some of the features that this bow comes with. So it has Picatinny rails so that you can mount your sight. You can mount stands. So they got a little stand that comes out. It's pretty cool, bipod style stand, which is very convenient. You can mount all the different sights. It's got all your sight mounts, all your rest mounts. So if you didn't have Picatinny style mount, you can still do your old school sights and get those mounted up, so all your accessories will carry over. If you're looking for a bow that you can shoot time and time and time again, even if you take a little break for a few weeks, come back to it, this bow will not beat you up. Can't say enough about how smooth the cams are, just how great this bow is to shoot. So we got a 30-yard raccoon. All right, we're gonna put an arrow downrange as we sign off for the day. Exalt 35 by Elite, flagship aluminum hunting bow for 2025. I would give it a thumbs up. Go check one out if you have a pro shop nearby. Always support your local pro shop, and let us know in the comments if you've shot this bow and what you think of it. Thanks for watching, guys.